Hey, hey. So just right up front, good evening, right up front. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We um we made it to our 1,000 people mark, subscribers, and I just want to thank you for that. If it wasn't for you, obviously we wouldn't be there. I hope you can hear me well. Tonight is our first Monday moment like this. This is sort of like a day in history for me. Someone would say, well, why aren't you going live on Facebook? Because honestly, I prefer building a community with those who are really looking for me, who really have a heart to hear what I have to say. And, two or three of you, if two or three of you are on there, I'm going to talk to you. Then we'll let everybody else know how they can find us if they would like. But I'm really serious about this. I'm really serious about teaching the body of Christ and just teaching people, period, how to build wealth. You know, money answers every question you could ever ask for. And I want to help you build wealth. This is all about wealth. I introduced, if it's all right with you, let's just get right into it. I introduced this idea to you just a few weeks ago about this four-legged chair of wealth, how to build wealth. What does it look like to build wealth? What do we need to feel like when we're building wealth? And I gave you these four legs in order and in priority. They are relationships, access, health, and riches. What did I say? This is wealth now. This is wealth. This is wealth. Wealth is relationships, access, health, and riches. These are the four legs that allow you to build a wealth situation for you and your family. So let me be bold. I know I have a few subscribers according to some other people, but I'm telling you right now, wealth should be your key. Your key right now, from now on forward, should not be expecting someone you elect to do something for you, someone in your church to do something for you, someone in your family to do something for you. You've got to now focus on yourself. You've got to focus on your gifts. You got to focus on your particular desires, because there's not any other way this is going to happen for you or me. We've got to stop blaming other people. We've got to stop being hurt by everybody around us. It's time to build wealth. Now, I can't necessarily see your faces, but I hope my heart is coming across to you right now tonight. Wealth is the answer. Not just riches, not just money. It's wealth. Say it with me. Relationships, health, and riches. That's what wealth is. That's my definition of wealth. So listen to this. 88% of the wealthy believe that building power relationships is a key factor in their wealth. Listen, 88 wealthy people in the world believe that it was their relationships that caused them to build wealth. Relationships. Money is one thing, but money is nothing without relationships. Everything powerful in your life is going to come through building relationships. So this is what I want you to know. If you can build power relationships, write that down. My life from now on will be about power relationships. Power relationships. So let's just deal with this thing flying over our heads. What do you mean, Pastor? I can only be friends with those, or only have relationships with those who are wealthy and who can make me wealthy? Let me answer you unequivocally, yes. Build true relationships from now on. You must be strategic. You have to be strategic. Am I saying you can't have poor friends? No. Am I saying you can't have friends who can't help you? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you want to get ahead, you can't always be the sharpest tool in the shed. You've got to hang out with other people who are wealthy already. Where you want to go, you have to hang out with those people. 88% of them say this is the way to go. Now, only 17% of low income or poor people believe that relationships are key. And guess what? That's why they don't have wealth, because they're not building relationships with wealthy people. You've got to have wealthy people. So now, this is a Monday moment. Won't be on here very long. I just wanted to introduce this concept to you. Are you okay? I think you are. No one, listen to me, no one you meet is a person you should automatically go into a relationship with. Let me tell you why. because not everybody is worthy of a relationship with you. This is how the wealthy think. Maybe I should preface it with this because this is going to fly in the face of lots of people. Did you hear what I said? Wealthy people do not believe that they should have a relationship with everybody they meet. They qualify people. They qualify people. Who is worthy of my investment? Who will take my advice? Who will do what I say? Who will follow me? Because I don't have time. Wealthy people, a wealthy man said this to me, I don't have time to tell you what to do, and you don't do what I tell you to do. If you're not listening to me, I really don't have time. It's a waste of their time. So you've got to really hone in and key in on wealthy relationships. Wealthy people, and you build power relationships with them, because not everybody can help you. Right. Let me tell you who wealthy people are looking for. Can I give you this list of the type of person that wealthy folks are looking for? A man told me this. I wrote him down. He says, Martin, if you want to be wealthy and you want me to teach you how, if that's what you want, you got to be upbeat. You got to be optimistic. You've got to be enthusiastic. You've got to be faithful. You've got to be willing to put in the extra work that others don't want to do. Wealthy people don't have any time for your sad stories. They don't have any time for the history that didn't work out for you. They don't have time to hear about the bad deal that was made. They don't have time to deal with all that. Let me tell you why. I'm making sense, right? Let me tell you why. If the young lady you want to be like is wealthy, if the old man you want to be like is wealthy, it means that they have dealt with loss, thievery, betrayal, and other bad relationships that stole from them. They already have the experience. They already know what it's like to have someone steal money from them. They already know what it's like to have somebody talk about them on Facebook. They already know those things. They've suffered those things because those things now to them do not matter. It doesn't matter about those stories, and they can see you from a mile away. If you're the type that will betray a wealthy person, you'll be like, they don't like me. No, they don't, because they can tell. You're not doing what you're told. You're not going to operate in a sense of, I'm enthusiastic. If you bring a wealthy person down every time you talk to them, they're not going to be excited about talking to you. If you bring the same story to them every time you talk to them, they're not going to be excited about talking to you. They want to talk to upbeat people who are doing something about what they desire. That makes you attractive. Write it down. What you want to do if you want power relationships. Now, listen to me. I talk about this all the time. There is horizontal relationships, then there are vertical relationships. And you have a lot of relationships that just keep horizontal. They take you from point A to point B in this linear motion. They never take you vertical. They just take you from here to there. They keep you where you are. These relationships keep you on the level you're at, or they take you to another level. What you want to develop is relationships that take you vertical. They take you up and down. They raise your level. They have a way of opening up your mind, opening up you to ideas. And what we'll talk about next Monday is they give you access to their world. But no wealthy person will give you access to their world unless you bring something to their world that is valuable. Valuable. So my thought in my head is to make sure you understand how to make yourself valuable. If you're always bringing it down, if you can't get past your past, I didn't say get over your past, but if you can't get past your past, you stay right here, and you're going to just attract those same kind of people. Your bestie, your best friend. This is my room dog. This is my best friend. I love this person. We've been together since we were 15. Really? You've been best friends with this person since you were 15? Have either one of you grown? You got to get some more relationships, and you need to be intentional about it. I'm telling you, you've got to be intentional about building these relationships. Okay? So let me tell you how. Number one, you've got to learn how to manage yourself. Write these down, please. These are fresh and new. You got to manage yourself. If you got issues, do not approach a wealthy person to mentor you until you take care of your issues. If you're drinking too much, get that taken care of. Hmm? Hmm? If you're a liar, get that taken care of. Huh? If you file bankruptcy, if you've done some other thing, clean all that up. Because a wealthy person is going to check you out before they start to do business with you or start to teach you. Well, why would that happen, Martin? That makes absolutely no sense. I'm telling you it makes sense because they have more of a reputation to lose than you're bringing. You won't be able to lift, you're not able to lift them up or add to them in a supernatural way. So you've got to make sure you have managed yourself. Clean up your website, clean up your Facebook, your Instagram, because they're going to have their people check you out. I know I've been checked out lots of times by very wealthy people. And when they meet me, they say, yes, I've met you before. My people have told me about you. We've checked you out. We know what work you've done. We ordered a couple of your books. We looked at your YouTube, your Instagram, your Facebook. We know what you're about. They want to know that before they invite you in. So number one, take care of yourself. Brush your teeth. If you need a new hairdo, get a new hairdo. You can't walk into their life and have them teach you, write it down. A wealthy person is not going to teach you basic hygiene. They don't have time for that. They don't have time to teach you how to wash your car. They don't have time to teach you how to pay your bills on time. That's not what they do. And they're going to scrape you off now, and they're going to find someone else who's worthy of their time. You're hurting my feelings. Wrong channel for you. That ain't what we're doing. That's why we're not on Facebook. We're not trying to reach the masses. You said you wanted to hear from me and how to build your life. I'm telling you right now, clean it up. Clean it up. Clean up your mouth. Clean up your attitude. Get some meditation going on. Sing the right songs. Read the right books so that when you walk into their presence, they know this person is a blank page. They're able to do what I say to them. Am I making sense? Clean up your attitude. If you're mad with everybody, get some healing, get some counseling, right? Get some counseling because they're not there for you to cry on their shoulder. If you meet a very wealthy person, you might get 15 minutes a month with them. And you can't walk in there and say, how you doing? Well, I was telling you last time we met about this. That's sort of going on, but it's getting better. My marriage is getting better. We're still working on it. They're not going to want to talk to you for 5 minutes of the 15 about your bad marriage. Clean that up. Clean that up. Get some help. Get some help. I think I'm making sense. So first, you got to manage yourself. Number two, choose a wealthy person that you would love to be like. There's something about them that reminds you of your dream and your desire. But they're wealthy. They're wealthy now. They're wealthy, not just rich. They're not just rich. They have relationships that have given them access. They're healthy and they're rich. They got money. They have possessions, right? They have all four. Find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those type of people, as close to them as you can get, and choose them. What kind of person do you want to be joined to? What are they like, right? Identify them. Number three, choose a relationship with a wealthy person that you believe you can help. Even if you're just a person to believe in them, to help their dream carry out, to support their nonprofit, right? You want to give into their dream. Choose a person you want to be like and a person you can help. First, choose a person you can help. Choose a person you can help, because wealthy people, listen to me, wealthy people are not interested in helping you. Wealthy people are not interested in helping you. I know. Wealthy people are not interested in helping you. Wealthy people are interested in helping themselves. And if you can find a wealthy person that you can help fulfill their dream, bring something to pass, uplift what they care about, then they'll be more open to talk to you. 4, good. Choose a relationship and make sure you know their rules for life. You want to choose a relationship And now you have studied their rules of life. You've read their books. You've listened to their videos. You've gone to their blogs and their vlogs. You've talked to other people. You've found out what's important to them. It's very important that you don't break their rules. If you're going to see a person and you know they don't like to shake hands, and the first thing you do when you walk in is you grab them, shake their hand, and hug them, you're not coming back. They're not inviting you back. They're not going to have tea with you. They're not going to have lunch with you. Don't break the rules. Don't break the rules, right? If you're going to eat with our Warren Buffett is in our town. If you're going to eat breakfast with Warren Buffett, do not invite him to some swanky breakfast shop to eat. And the plate is $30 for a plate of eggs. Don't do that. Don't break his rule. Warren Buffett eats an Egg McMuffin, right? Or a sausage cheese biscuit at McDonald's every day. Don't break that rule. If you invite him to lunch, you take him to McDonald's. Don't break the rules because they'll know this person doesn't know me at all. This person wants something, but they don't want to give anything. I hope y'all are writing this down. This is fresh. I want to show you how to get this first leg of your wealth chair built. It's through relationships. Am I still with you? You still with me? Good. Now, choose a mentor, a wealth mentor that can help you. Not just one you can help, but one that can help you get to where you're going. Choose a wealth mentor, this power relationship. They need to be able, there's got to be something in them that empowers you. Some way they can help you, some way that they can bring you into this other world. Because if you just choose friends, well, I'll get to that in a minute. So choose someone that can help you. Making sense? Okay. Now, next, what do they have? Here's my point. Don't choose a wealth mentor and you can't prove they have anything. There are a bunch of people that say they're wealthy, but you've never seen their tax return. You've never seen their P&L. You've never seen that piece of paper with evidence that they are wealthy. You've not seen their children or their spouses or their businesses. They may have a lot of money, they may have a lot of other stuff, but they're not healthy. They're not living healthy. They're not making healthy, conscious decisions. That person won't be able to help you, right? They have no access for you. You may have a great friend that talks a lot, but when it's time for them to introduce you to the person they make money to a banker, if you want to be a public speaker, to someone who has a big platform, they may not have anything. You don't want access to a facade. Write it down. You don't want access to a facade. You want access to something that's real. And let me tell you something. The wealthier a person gets, the more quiet they become. The more wealthy a person gets, the quieter they come. Posers scream and yell about what they have. Wealthy people whisper. And they whisper in small rooms. They're not looking for crowds. They're looking for 1 or 2, 3 people that they can literally influence and help them. And they just walk around waiting. They're like God. Wealthy people are like God. They walk to and fro on the earth looking for who they can help come up a level. Because wealthy people know that there is enough for everyone. Am I making sense? What do they have? If they don't have a room to bring you in, don't call it a power relationship. This is my friend. This is my loved one. This is my buddy. Call him a buddy. But it's not a power relationship. If they have nothing to give you access to, it's not a power relationship. Let's just be honest. If someone wants you to mentor them, you've got to ask yourself, what kind of access can I give this person? And be honest with them. If you don't have access to something, don't play games with them, because everybody's looking for access. Everybody. Next. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. What do they have? What can they give me access to is the next question. Before you choose a wealth mentor, a power relationship is going to take lots of energy. So you need to know what they have access to. Now, here's the next one. Bring value to your mentor. Bring value. Don't go to a wealth mentor. Don't go to a person that you want them to show you how to build wealth and just go there to take. you won't get another meeting. They don't have interest in someone who wants to take. None. If I'm going to go meet with someone and they're wealthy, they're hoping that I show up with the desire to help them, right? Build relationships. They're trying to figure out, do I have anything to bring? Value. Let me say this to you. Value. I want to say this without being weird or make anybody upset. In my one trip to Israel, I learned a very important lesson. Now, when I grew up, people, maybe it's offensive. I hope it's not. I don't want to be offensive, but they would say, well, I'm going to Jew you down. Please forgive me if that's offensive. I didn't find it offensive once I went to Israel. This is what I learned from my buddy in Israel. He said, because he sold me, I was there a few days, I bought a few items, and I'm like, well, y'all sell the items at different prices. This ring was different with him, and it was different from her. It was different from everybody. And they taught me a very valuable lesson. We sell things to you at your value, at your value. If you value this phone at $1 million, we'll sell it to you for $1 million because it matches your value. If your value is $10 and I only pay $1 for it, I might sell it to you at your value. But it's all about what you value. In the same ways, you've got to understand, please understand me. You've got to understand this. Wealthy people have values. Values. I'm not talking about loud, noisy, flowery, flamboyant people. The truly wealthy, they have values. And they choose their relationships built on those values. And if you can find out what they value, if the man values, my wife taught me this. She says, Martin, this man really values his wife and his kids. They're valuable to him. They're very valuable to him. So I said, what should I do? She said, let me get to know his wife. Watch this now. Let me get to know her. Let me find out what she likes. And now that you got a meeting that's scheduled for 3 months with him, then I don't want you to do anything. Don't shake his hand. The first thing I want you to do is give him a gift and say, this is for your wife, Penelope. This is for your wife, Penelope. It's a silk green scarf. Her favorite color is green, and she collects scarves. If I do that when I meet him, I have now valued what he values. Don't make a mistake that wealthy people value their money. They don't. Wealthy people don't value their money. Wealthy people value their relationships and their passions. If you can connect to the relationships they have in love or to their passion, something changes. I wanted a great job, and I found out the guy I wanted the job with volunteered with the Special Olympics. He just loved it. He was worth a lot of money. He just loved Special Olympics. So what did I do? I volunteered for the Special Olympics to work a track meet, and I put myself on his team. And when I showed up at the field, I said to him, hey, listen, it is so wonderful to meet you. You look wonderful in a cap and a t-shirt. He was an executive. And I said, by the way, I'm going to be your runner today. You don't have to go do it. You tell me. Anything you want done, I'll go do it. I know which events you like to see, and they're scheduled for this time during the event. I'll take over while you go watch some kids run. I know you got some kids running over there. They're working over there. For that 15 minutes, I'll take over this section. He's like, who are you? I said, my name is Martin Williams. I valued what he valued. Did he hire me? No. He didn't hire me. He recommended me to someone higher than him, and then I got the job. I was sent to Korea to work on sporting events with the Olympics. I got raise after raise after raise because he gave me access, because I valued what he valued. It wasn't his money. It was the children in Special Olympics that he valued. Am I making sense at all? Study the person you want to be wealthy like. Find out what they value, and the universe will open a door for you to talk to them. I promise you. Lastly, Don't just bring value for them. Remember this last key. If they pay you for bringing value to them, it is not a power relationship. Uh-oh. If they have to pay you for you to see the value in them mentoring you, it's not a power relationship. It's a job. It's a job. I don't have a problem with jobs. I got jobs and I worked for people who were my mentors lots of times. But the game changed when I wanted to be wealthy. If you tell a wealthy person you want a job and that's why you're coming, they will give you a job and they will pay you, but they will not necessarily mentor you. Read the book. Okay, Martin, where in the world are you getting this? I'll tell you. When you read the book, Think and Grow Rich, when he wanted to go and work for the most powerful man in the world, the most powerful man in the world said, I'll teach you everything I know, but I'm not going to pay you. If I pay you, it's your job. If you want to be mentored by me, I'll mentor you. I'll show you everything I know, but I'm not paying you. That offends a lot of people, but you don't understand wealthy people. Wealthy people think of value. They want to know what you value. And once you say, I value this $100,000 paycheck a year, I'm not saying something wrong with that. Once you say that's important to me, you're not going to build a power relationship with them until that relationship changes to power. That's very important for you to remember. All right. So now, what did we talk about tonight? We talked about how to build power relationships. Power. Because access, good health, and riches come from your relationships. That's where they come from. They're probably not going to come from a great idea. Even if you have a great idea, you're going to have somebody help you to make it happen or to bring it into fruit. That's what's going to happen. Make sense? That's been our Monday moment. I planned for about 30 minutes and we're 2 minutes away from 30 minutes. Thank you so much. I hope this is the right thing for you. It feels like the right thing for me. I feel very comfortable in this. I feel like I'm connecting with people at the level where you're at. Now, remember this, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go to my channel. If you have not subscribed, go to my channel, subscribe. Tell people to subscribe. Tell them they need to know how to build power relationships. Next Monday, we're going to talk about access. You don't miss next Monday at 8, because we're going to talk about when a relationship opens you up to access and lets you in a big room. I'm going to show you how to manage the big rooms. I'm going to show you how to manage the small rooms. I'm going to teach you it's more important to be powerful than it is to be popular. Everybody wants to be popular. I get it. But if you're powerful first, popularity comes on its own eventually, right? So subscribe, hit that button, ring the bell, all that stuff. Put your comments below if you would like. If you want to give, I'll let you know how to do that much later. But what's most important to me was to be able to share with you. Now, let's say it together. I'm going to be intentional about building power relationships. I want you to say it out loud. If you're in a place where you can say it, if you're in a place where you can say it, and if you haven't read Think and Grow Rich, go read it. Let Napoleon Hill teach you his philosophy, how he became the most influential man on the planet, right? Okay, so say it again. I will be intentional. I will be intentional. I will be intentional about building power relationships. Power relationships. Send them a card. Send them an email. Call them every now and then. Hey, I didn't necessarily want anything, but I saw the golf outing. I saw Tiger Woods. He did really great because he's a Tiger Woods fan. Keep in touch with them. Coffee, tea, books. What are they reading? You just want to make sure you like what they're doing on Facebook. Like it. Give comments. Defend them on YouTube. Defend them on their Instagram. They will get to know you because they have people reading this. They may not be reading it. They have people reading it. If you believe in them, give them something. They don't want your money, but the gifts, the money, the surprises. They're like, wow, Joe is thinking about me. He's thinking about what I'm doing. And that opens the door. All right. All right. This was the first leg in the four-legged chair on our Monday moment. And it was power relationships. Hey, I'll see you later. Hopefully we'll talk again soon. Go ahead and be wealthy without excuse. Stop explaining it to everybody. Stop making excuses and trying to, people say, you want to be rich. You say, no, I want to be wealthy. Just be honest about it. Own it. Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. And the ones that don't like you aren't wealthy anyway. They can't give you access. They have no vertical ladder for you to climb. Yeah, I said it. Bye, y'all.